Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich here with your outlook for September 6th, 2016. Back to work again after the holiday weekend, and we still have Hermine lurking around off the eastern seaboard, although it's not going to be as big of a factor as it could have been had this thing been much further west and not taken such a big jog to the east. I actually got up to one point out here near 68 west, which was pretty far east. It has now been captured by the upper level energy, and it has been pulled back to the west here. Again, it was down to right about here where this X is. Started moving a bit northwest. It's moved closer to the coastline. This is not the same kind of system, though, that it was. It's still going to have a pretty tight pressure gradient involved with it that's going to bring in some pretty good winds across parts of our area today. So I do think there's going to be some increased wave height started along the shore points, also some high rip currents, and also some windy conditions. I think the winds down to the shore are probably going to be the highest of anywhere, looking at 15 to 25 sustained with gusts over 35 right along the immediate shore points today, and that's from Sandy Hook all the way down to about Ocean City, Maryland. And that's just because that system is still close and wrapped up offshore. Further inland, we're going to get a little gusty too. Matter of fact, let me go over the wind image here just so you can see what it's looking like today. These are maximum gust forecasts for wind, and just to give you an idea of what the relationship of these colors are here, the lighter blues are about the lightest blue that we have here is about 30-35 miles per hour. That's the highest gust. But you see these, they're mostly relegated to New Jersey and Delaware. These ones that are in green here, these gusts here are over 40 miles per hour. So I would say that would be your upside right here, right along the shore points, right in this area, right here are the areas we could see some 40 mile per hour wind gusts today, just because that system's close enough and it's got pressure gradient created will be enough that it's going to make it pretty breezy right along the shore points. Even in the interior, though, you're already going to get some gusts over 25 at times, and that's even here in Pennsylvania. So just be on the lookout for that today. Not a huge deal. Also, by the shore points, I would say if we get into this area right here, I'm going to circle, you're dealing with probably mostly cloudy skies today for the most part. These areas right here are probably mostly cloudy. West of that, you get a mix of clouds and sun, kind of like in this area right here in between. And then out here, you're mostly sunny. So the further away from the system you get, the better as far as the amount of sunshine that you'll have on Tuesday. Otherwise, not a real bad day here at all, just a little breezy. And then here's the going through the day here. We're going to have to watch for the overnight hours. It might get a little bit of maybe a few outer bands of this system as it's weakening. Might get into the shore points. Might get some rain out of this finally after maybe 2 or 3 days late here, but better late than never, I guess. But this will not be the heavy stuff that was expected, as if it would have hit a lot further or a lot sooner and a lot further. This came a lot further west. It did not. So this is just going to move off here on Tuesday. Getting into Wednesday here, it's going to slowly move off to the northeast and get absorbed by this trough that's moving in. Now, we do have this trough is going to run out of steam as it moves to the east here. This is going to come through Thursday night overnight, and it has very little model precipitation. Might be a late day storm or shower out in front of it here, but I wouldn't bank on too much with this because this comes through in the overnight. Could be a shower or storm, mainly for our northwest areas, as you can see here. It kind of falls apart, though. The front does go through, but it kind of dissipates. Doesn't really do much to affect temperatures. And we're going to be very hot as the ridge builds in this beginning this Wednesday. So this Thursday, this right here on Thursday ahead of this cold front here, it's going to get really hot. And then we get knocked back down to, instead of mid-90s or low to mid-90s here on Thursday, we go back down to near 90 or the lower 90s. So it doesn't really drop that much. And then we get into Saturday, we have the same type of deal here where it's going to warm up here, another cold front coming through. This one's a little bit more powerful, though. But this is at 8 p.m. on Saturday. You see the precipitation is still farther west. I think this is another one that comes through overnight. So you're going to get some extensive warming here again on Saturday. So Saturday's going to be very similar to Thursday in the fact that it's going to get very, very hot, low to mid-90s again across many areas. Behind this front, though, it's going to get a lot cooler than it has been. Well, actually back down to what it is, or what it was just a few days ago, where we're dealing with temperatures that were more conducive to normals for this time of year. So this is going to move through in the overnight 8 hours again on Saturday night. This was the one that's going to have a little bit more staying power that you can see is doing the same thing, where it's kind of falling apart with the precipitation as it moves further to the east, and then it really kind of falls apart completely. This high pressure is ready to move in here behind here for Sunday, and Sunday's a much more refreshing day with low humidity and temperatures back to near normal for this time of year, or maybe slightly above. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich. That is your outlook for September 6th, 2016. Have a great Tuesday.